Hey guys, it's Nicole. Welcome back to Chronicles of a Crafter. So today we are going to be working on our Index Card Scrabble Piece Challenge. So that's ICSP. Hashtag that if you like. I am going to be working on the letter N, as in Nicole. So welcome back to the channel, guys. I have my two index cards here. I have two large ones, an 8 by 5, I believe, or 5 by 8, however you like to say that. Yeah, so I went ahead and rounded the corners on this one, inked it a little grungy around the center just to get that stark white off of the index card, and I'm just going to start laying some things down to decorate this index card. Now, one of you subscribers out there asked if what do I do with these index cards once I'm done with them. So there's a number of things you can do. You can use them in all different ways in your junk journal. I'm probably going to do a junk journal that's like an ABC junk journal or an A to Z junk journal, where I can use all of these index cards that I created inside the junk journal. You can also use them if you have multiples, either of the large index card or the smaller ones, which are 3 by 5 cards. If you want to use those as pockets or tucks inside of your junk journal, that's a great use for them also. You can also just like send them as happy mail. I mean, if you know a friend whose name starts with the letter F, then send them your index card Scrabble piece that you did for the letter F with some junk journal ephemera, and maybe that's a good use for it as well. So yeah, I will more than likely be using these as a journal. I will probably put them together into one journal eventually, and or when we get to the end. But it's always just nice to look back and see some of the things that you've done with your projects. And yeah, this is just one way that we get to go through the entire alphabet, and then I'll go back and check out what I've done with this little process here. So again, I am going to start gluing down some of these pieces on here just using Scotch Create glue. And I have some recipes, some music paper, some little what are these laser cut wood pieces that's like a note. So yeah, we're working on the letter N. So whoops, that went flying. Here's my letter N. It is worth 1 point. Okay, again, this has no point value whatsoever, but if you want to play that game, it's worth 1 point. So again, I'm just using Scotch Create glue stick, and I'm just gonna apply just a little bit of glue all over the front side of this index card. Now what I like to do is leave the index card showing some of its character, that it is an index card. It's a lined piece of not so thick cardstock, and yeah, I just like to leave it showing just a little bit that it is an index card. And here I'm just going to pop down some music paper here. I also have navy bean soup. There's a recipe for you. Navy bean soup. Hopefully that'll ever focus. Maybe, maybe not. I have too many things on my desk for my camera to actually focus on this. So yeah, I'll just pop that down right under there. Here I have just some really old book page, also from that recipe book. So it has some recipe measurements on there. So yeah, I'm just going to lay things out until I get them exactly where I want it. And whatever doesn't have glue, I will then go back and glue it down. But I hope y'all are having a crafty day. It's our Make It Monday, guys. So we try to make it fun. Try to, you know, just have a great Monday. Start off the week with a little challenge, as if you guys don't have enough to do already. Here's just a little piece of, I don't know, some ephemera that I picked up at probably from AliExpress. So I'm just going to pop that down right there and go underneath it where it overlaps onto the music paper without tearing. So much for without tearing. I think I just tore it right there, but glue will save the day. Yeah, so yeah, guys, I hope you all are having a great day and making the most of your week with the holidays quickly on the approach and the year wrapping up. I was thinking about doing like New Year resolutions on here, but you know, there's just an idea for you. If you'd like, you can do your New Year resolutions on your index card. So I'm just going to try to keep this one simple. And yes, I do remember last week it was crazy town where I did the Index Card Scrabble Piece challenge. And I actually stitched a mask onto my index card. So I'll find that video and put it for you guys right up in here so you can take a look at it. But yeah, that was that was pretty interesting. So I'm just going to take my wooden laser cut note, epitones or whatever they call those, and I'm just going to pop that down right there on the index card. And then I'm going to grab my letter N. This is the white Scrabble piece. I also have a neutral tone Scrabble piece color over there, and I'll be using that one on that card. So here I'm just going to put this down on here. I also have noodles, guys. Noodles also starts with the letter N. I hot glued these noodles together, just like, you know, with a little bit of hot glue. And now I'm going to use some Fabrifix to glue this down. I'm just going to put it right down at the bottom of this index card. Whoops. Yeah. So now we have that. Looking pretty cool so far. So far, so good. It's missing something. Let me just grab my ink pad. I'm going to stamp just a note on here, which can mean, you know, just a note or just a note. Like, you know, it's just a note. Let's put it right there. And I'm going to give it a second to transfer. Right now I'm thinking, like, what else can I put on here? Oh, that looks pretty cool. So here we have our noodles and our N and the epitone note. Let me grab a vinyl letter as well. Close this up for now. And I'm going to put a vinyl letter N. Maybe I should grab a big one, seeing that there isn't much on here. So I'll just grab this little vinyl letter N, dab it in my glue, pick it out of the glue, and then I'll pop this onto the project. Right about there. Okay. That's a weird looking N. I wonder what happened to it. Oh, it's just a little note behind there. Okay, so there's that. Alright, and I'm going to give this all a second or two to dry. And here, I tell you what, I'm going to take this N off. And I'm going to use my hot glue gun with a little bit of wax in there. And I'm going to put that down. Ooh, it's hot. Woo, that's hot. This is just some wax. Don't cover up the end. Oh man, it did it. Oh well, at least you know this was navy bean soup. Well, now my navy got covered up by the wax. And it is hot, guys. Alright, so yeah, that's what I get for moving things around. But that looks cute still, right? I think so. I think that still looks pretty cute. But that's some hot wax. Okay, I'm going to set this aside for sure. Let this dry. I may come up with something else to go on here. But for now, we'll see. Oh, you know what I can do? I am going to punch a little hole right here in the corner and put a little eyelet in there. And then I have this little charm, I can find it somewhere on my desk, that says Namaste. And I mean, nothing says, whoa, why won't this go through? Hang on one second, let me just punch this hole a little bit wider and get this get this eyelet going through here. Okay, yeah, there we go. And then I will chop it with my eyelet squasher. And somewhere on my desk I have the little charm that says Namaste. Oh, here it is. Okay, so here we go. That's what that says. I mean, trust me, it really does say that, even though my camera does not want to. There we go. Okay, so I'm just going to pop this directly onto the eyelet. I was going to use a safety pin to extend it, but I think I got the eyelet close enough to the edge that this will just fit directly through there. And I'm trying to do it without leaving you guys and going to get a tool, but I might need to close it back up. Alright, so let me go grab a tool to close this, and I will be right back in 2 ticks. Alright guys, so I went ahead and grabbed my little jump ring tool and placed the jump ring through the eyelet with the little charm hanging from it that says Namaste. So here I have my little vinyl letter N. I have my Scrabble piece. I'll think about what else can go on here. I have some music notes, some music paper, and a little stamp that says just a note, not to mention the recipe for navy bean soup. So I'm going to set this aside, let it dry for just a few, and come back to it if necessary. But I just want to get started on the other index card. So here I have Old New England clam chowder. So if I cover up the old, it'll just be New England clam chowder. I have here a note from someone. It says, "Dear Sir, I've just received a letter from Gilbert L. Fuller." And it goes on and on. So yes, I will be stamping just a note on here. So I'm going to pop this down just about there. It has a little bit of music paper. I stuck to it prior to, just with some Scotch Create glue stick, and I'm going to pop this down right there. I'm also going to place my New England clam chowder recipe back here. Yep, slide it up just a little bit. Okay, and then I have these little coupons. Now I usually just stick something random on here. So yeah, this is just a random little strip of coupons for 5 cents. So, okay, so yeah, I'm going to just start with glue stick and just get some everywhere on here. I also inked these with Vintage Photo today, which is just a standard brown. It's a medium brown color, but I also inked this piece with my Salty Ocean, I believe, yeah, Salty Ocean. So that's just 2 different inks that I used today, as opposed to the standard ground espresso, which I've kind of like saturated everything I own with ground espresso lately. So I'm just using up some of my different colored inks, just, you know, to be different, just a little different. Alright, so this guy is going to go right here and slide it into place. This guy with my Old New England clam chowder recipe is going to go somewhere about here. Okay, and I will put down some more glue stick underneath all of it. And then my 5-cent coupons, random as all outdoors. I'm just gonna stick this down on here just to give it some interest. It's a little bit of a blue shade to kind of match the blue inking that I did on this large note. And I'm going to sort of tuck it, but not too far, so that it overlaps some of the other pieces. Okay, so that's pretty much that. I still have noodles. I will probably incorporate them somewhere on here, but I also have my my large vinyl letter N, and I'm just reinforcing the stickiness of the sticker with a little bit of Scotch Create, and I'll just pop that letter N right down on there. And I have my number 14 because N is the 14th letter of the alphabet. I have a little bit of glue stick right there in that spot, so that's why I'm just going to put these vinyl numbers right on top of it. So, yep, so now you and I are the only ones who know what the 14 stands for in this project. I'm going to stamp it with just a note again. And let's see, where do I want to put this? Maybe just like, there's so much going on already on here. I think I'll just stamp it right here. And hopefully I'm on the paper on that edge over there. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so there's that. And I still have to get my letter N on there, and I have this little, here's another little epitome that I painted with glow-in-the-dark paint, which looks like this. So it's by Folk Art, if you're interested. And I am just going to, again, go nuts with this glue wax. Hopefully it's not still very hot. It is very hot. I can see the smoke coming off of it. But I'll let it dry just a little bit before I stick my letter or my epitome into it. And the epitome's a little bit larger than I thought it would be. So here we go. I'm just going to pop this little note right in there. Nice. Okay. Yeah, it's sunk right into the wax. The wax is the right temperature, like the right consistency, where it just swallowed up the epitome, and it's sitting in there really neatly right now. So I'm going to use some what do you call it? Fabrifix glue on here to get my my Scrabble piece onto the project, and I'm just going to pop it down right up here, overlapping some of that. And I'm going to use Fabrifix again to glue down some of these noodles. So this is just some standard pasta I pulled out of my pantry, and I'm just going to put them down randomly anywhere on here. And I think I found one more sticker to go on the other card that looked pretty plain. This sticker has a nest, like a bird's nest, you know, and it has some little what's that color blue? I forgot. It's like bird's nest blue. I forgot what that color is called. It's pretty popular, like in you know, design and whatnot, but I think, gee, I forgot. I really have. I'm just gonna put this letter N right anywhere on here. I'm trying to find a good spot for it, just right there. Okay, and the word nest. I think it's like eggshell blue or something like that. But, and I'm just going to continue gluing down my little noodles on this card. And I think we are about, whoa, I think we're about done. Like, this was a quick video, guys. I hope you guys are having a crafty day, and yeah, go do something wonderful with your day in your crafting space or otherwise, or spend time with family, because it's about that time of year where we should be spending a little bit of time with our families, whether we want to or not. Some families are just like, the one time a year, I'll give it to you, but any other time. So I just found a little half a sentence. It said New World on it, and I just stuck that right there on top of my letter N. So let me just look around my desk, make sure I captured everything that I wanted to put on here. I still have some more noodles. These are actually pasta from Halloween. Here's a little spider and a little pumpkin and a bat. So yeah, I still have some more noodles I can play with if I wanted to embellish just some more. And these noodles right here kind of just blends in with the rest of the paper, so I'm not that fancy on this one. I'll have to figure out something to beef this one up a little bit. I do like the blue. It does bring in a different tone, a different element into the process, and some texture, right? So yeah, that's what we're working with here, is just bringing out tones and textures, and by tones I don't mean notes. I mean shades of color and just different things, like, you know, just something else to play with when you're working in your junk journal. So basically, we're making ephemera in the form of an index card Scrabble piece challenge. All right, guys, I'm going to leave you here. Namaste. Hope you guys have a great day. And don't forget to check out my links down below. You guys are so wonderful. I'm so glad that you all subscribe to the channel and you hit the bell for notifications so you're aware of every time I upload a new video. And also, don't forget to share. Like, hit the thumbs up button if you like the content. And don't forget to share these videos with your friends and family. It gets YouTube to notice me just a little bit easier, and we're trying to get those numbers up so that I can get to 1,000 subscribers and do another giveaway. So thank you guys for watching this video. Hope y'all have a super crafty day. Stay naturally curious and like go do something wonderful, right? I'll talk to y'all in the next video. Bye.